जर मी ते नसतं केलं ना, it would have taken me much longer time to understand what wrong I am doing. See, what good you are doing, you will understand in your music because it's made by you. You love your baby, right? अरे माझा मुलगा तर चांगलाच आहे. But this illusion which I had in my mind that once a big label signs me, तर काय टेन्शनच नाही. This doesn't work. It's your music which will do the talking later on. You'll still have to work much harder after getting signed to a big label. Next day I took a Marathi song, like a proper, and I made a house remix. Because I thought like, let's use my other love also, na, house music ka. Let's make that. And this was Yaravji. I love the Yaravji track. Like it's a really nice, I can still grow on it. And I made house version of that. People like started liking that. The Tutari ka sound je hai, it's so Maharashtrian, you know.
तुतारी म्हटल्यावरच महाराष्ट्र असं
मी ऐकलं कुठे, मी युरोपला जरी असलो ना यार, मग तुतारी ऐकला माझं बाय डिफॉल्ट मी माझी बॉडी तिकडे जाईल यार. म्हणजे सो मच पॉवरफुल साऊंड. सो लेट्स डू दिस अँड मेक अ टेक्नो ट्रॅक आउट ऑफ इट. सो आय डिड दॅट गॉट अप्रिशिएटेड अ लॉट.
What is up, y'all? I'm your indie boy YB, and today we have a really special guest. We have somebody who is making Marathi music cross borders, somebody who has come up with a new subgenre of house music called M-House, which stands for Marathi-House. We have artist, DJ, performer, Krunal Khorpade aka Critics. Kasa is bhai?
All good.
Thanks for joining us today. And there's a subset of our audience who might not know you. फक्त त्यांच्यासाठी. आणि let me mention, this is gonna be a very mixed language episode where there's gonna be Hindi, Marathi, English, so you gotta bear with us. So first and foremost, आमची एक set of audience आहे ज्यांना तुझ्याबद्दल माहीत नसेल, or they might not know what kind of music you do or how you got into music. Just give a brief backstory की काय music मध्ये कसा आला तू आणि काय कशा टाईपचा म्युझिक आहे बेसिकली.
Okay, so my name is Krunal Khorpade. I go by the stage name Critex. I generally produce house music, which is a part of electronic music. I started making house music later on, but earlier when I saw dubstep, trap, hip hop, all sort of music. Like initially, you know, तसं असायचं की जे मुलं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक म्युझिक मध्ये जे चाललंय, used to make that trending music, put it on social media to get attention. I was that guy. So ते मी करायचो, and I did that for quite a long time. And this was alongside of learning electronic music, which was entirely through YouTube. Like because I know there were courses and classes all around the city, but I couldn't afford that at that time, and I was learning. I was in engineering, doing my job, वगैरह. So I thought like learning electronic music through internet was the best thing. And so I did this, as I said, I did dubstep, trap, and all this kind of music. Then I started house music after my first visit to Amsterdam, AD, which I went for a solo trip, spending all my savings into it, and that was my biggest risk and my best decision in my life to go there, because it may sound very like filmy or cliche that you need to breathe the air of that place. I don't know what, there will be something. See, these are the things which you see online. See, I can see AD online, right? I can see Tomorrowland online. I can see these things online. But when you go there and when you witness that place, you will, like for example, Mumbai is the place of Bollywood and movies. Like Bollywood, let's say, let's take the example of Bollywood. If you want to work in movies and you're not visited Mumbai, it is a problem, bro. You have to come here. You have to experience what goes on here, right? So I experienced that. That was my best risk, and I got to know many things about house music over there. Like I knew that house music is a genre, but I didn't knew that it is the main genre where every genre comes from. So yeah, that's the point I started making house music, because I loved it so much by listening to like the classics like Move Your Body and these tracks, On and On, so basic the house tracks which made house music. So that's the point I took a decision to like make what I want to make. I know some people might not like it because when I started making house music, it wasn't trending. Now it is sort of trending, not completely trending. Techno, people still call it techno. So house music is something I really loved, and yeah, I like, because till then it was like 4-5 years went through in my production, and now I was like suddenly making I'll make house music now. But I also thought ki I have to make this music even if I don't earn anything out of it, right? Because
you love the process.
I love the process. I love what I'm making. It's making me dance, and I don't know what power just made me make that music particularly, because I didn't make house music much before. But then I started exploring, listening to more music, making house music every day, and I really liked that process. So I felt in love with that. And then later Marathi music जे मी लहानपणापासून ऐकतोय. I think so. Later I realized that the music which actually made me dance was Marathi music.
Okay.
So I connected what music made me dance with dance music, right? Because dance music, it's the name of the genre
Is dance.
What
makes
right?
you dance?
What makes you dance? You don't need to be a professional dancer to dance on a dance music, right? Like you can dance on a house track irrespectively. So I was like, this is something I wanted. Then many things came in between. Like it wasn't like I planned it all the way. I'm going to make M house or I'm going to make Marathi and house music. But during like COVID, things started to change a bit, and this Amsterdam trip was before COVID.
Gotcha.
And I thought like let's make house music the way I want to make. Like let's take snippets from Marathi tracks, and this wasn't like even sampling. I wasn't like taking a sample and making a remix. No.
Right.
So I was doing like the proper slicing wala sampling. I was taking tracks. I was making some tracks which I made. The name of the track is Time Waster, which was a complete different name, and many DJs were doing this Twitch demo stream online.
Right.
And there was a DJ named Chris Lake whose house music I really loved.
Fantastic.
And I sent him, he was doing this Twitch streams. So I sent him a couple of my demos, and he was doing this every week. First week it didn't went through, second one didn't, but fourth or fifth week he saw, and it was like I was 2 a.m. and UK time, and he was doing that. I have 2 a.m. and watching my feedback on my track, and I sent him like 4-5 tracks, like a playlist of SoundCloud. He asked for one, so I sent a playlist sneakily, but he listened to my track, because generally, you know what happens in those streams is they understand like, okay, this track is average, they just go to the next track because they're getting thousands of demos. But when he listened to my track, his eyes went somewhere like, bro, and I still have the recording of everything.
Wow.
Like I recorded my screen while I was watching that, and he's like, bro, who's this guy? He's like you know that posture. Who's this guy? Went to my SoundCloud profile and checked Mumbai. Oh, this guy from India. Oh, nice, interesting.
काहीतरी नवीन ऐकलं.
Like, and I wasn't expecting this. Like I knew like I made some kind of house music, but a person who's making killer house music would give me this feedback. So he heard a couple of tracks, and then one track popped out which was named something else. Later it got named Time Waster, and he heard that and he was like grooving. You know that face when you like something and he made that face, and everyone in the stream were kind of jealous by me because he wasn't listening to everyone's demos so much.
Yeah.
He's listening, and he's listening to other tracks. Some other tracks he gave feedback, mixing is not quite good. And even in that track, he gave me a very nice feedback, which I still till date go back watch that recording, and I realized something which he said, ki you have got your sound.
तुला भेटलाय. You have arrived.
You have got your sound. You are not good at mixing, which you will get better, which is a process, you will get better at it, which are things which are doable.
Makes sense.
But if you hone in on this sound, there will be one point where people will listen to a track and they will say, oh, that sounds like a Kratex track.
Wow.
That right there is bigger than anything in the world.
Wow.
You have got this now, just work on this. Mixing everything, you are not good at it, you will get better, it will come with time. So I was like, yes, I have got my sound. And this wasn't even a Marathi track. But if you compare, if people watching can compare that track to all my M-House tracks, it is the same
Very
M-House
much
vibe,
similar.
very much
House
similar.
vibe and-
Yeah, so I know what I've got. Now I just have to work on my mixing, right? Because I was in COVID, I started using my savings because I was still working in COVID. I was fired from a job, but still I got another job working remotely and all that. So I started taking online courses of mixing
Mixing.
because now I knew exactly what to learn. Right? I didn't take a how to make electronic music course. Right? I knew I have to work only on mixing.
Mixes.
And still today, I would still recommend to all of the people. But it's a website by Luca Protelesi.
Okay.
He's like a Grammy mixing engineer. Make I don't know the website, mixing with master something, but if you Google Luca Protelesi, you'll get it. He had like small lessons of teaching mixing, just
Simple
mixing.
language, basically.
No, it was very advanced mixing.
Okay, got it.
Like for a very much beginner won't understand what he's saying. So he gave like pro tips. Like you do this, and I still use that. I still use that, and I think so. It was like $10. So I think so that was one of the best
Decision.
investments I took, because I did couple of other courses also, but yeah, I didn't learn much out of it. Like it was like, yeah, okay, low end, high cut, low cut, I know this, but this was something different. And then I also during like before this, I had a subscription of a magazine called Computer Music Mag. Very less people know about this, I don't know, but it's a magazine of like whole bunch of tutorials,
Right.
samples. So that also helped me. Then there were a couple of focus groups who used to give feedback, groups of professional producers, and this was a bit expensive thing.
Okay.
So I paid for that, and every week they had like a like how you have in universities, you have like course. Okay, this day you have this course, you take this course, this course, and then you gain credits. So they had sessions from producers. Okay, feedback session from this producer, feedback session from this producer. Whenever you want to ask feedback from any of them, you give your demos, and they're going to listen to it. So I did that for a year. I like paid for that thing, and that was also again my best thing. I during that time I made like 50-60 house tracks.
Oh my god.
And I used to like send every day because I have to use every penny like Indian Marathi भाई आपण आलोय भाई पैसा वसूल एक पैसा वसूल करून जाणार मी इकडून. So I was like I'll use this completely because I have paid money for this. So I used to ask for feedback, and they were really professionals and gave me really professional feedback because they are also paid now.
Yeah.
They understand the seriousness behind this. Like I'm not just a guy out of internet and sending a demo. No, I have also paid for this. They are also getting paid for giving me feedback. So they used to like take the track in Ableton, analyze it on like equalizers and see, okay, this is where you lag. Okay, you can add to bump up the mid end.
त्यांनी तुला एंट्री कशी सांगितली की काय
हो,
कसं आहे?
त्यांनी मला खूप सांगितलं की then they also explained की okay, there's too much suspense is not there, the climax is not. So they used to explain me those things and with a video.
Wow.
So this was very helpful for me. So then I realized ki how much a good feedback is important for your work, because जर मी ते नसतं केलं ना, it would have taken me much longer time to understand what wrong I am doing. See, what good you are doing, you will understand in your music because it's made by you. You love your baby, right?
Yeah.
अरे माझा मुलगा तर चांगलाच आहे. जोपर्यंत someone very professional is telling you no.
व्हॅलिडेशन एक गरजेचं असतं डेफिनेटली.
आता because let's say I made a track and I send it to my friends and they say अरे असं तसं आहे तुला काय माहिती. But when a professional DJ who's doing shows, who's also signed music on bigger labels, is telling you that, and he's not just telling you that music is bad. He's giving you a constructive feedback of how you can improve it. And during that time, my tracks, because काय असायचं, there was like one guy who used to get my demos every week. So he also recommended that your demos are getting better.
Nice.
Like you are actually implementing what I'm saying, and but as I said, I was only listening to mixing feedback. Creative feedback, I was very like, okay, he might not understand what creatively I'm going, but
कोण घेणार but like I have to do what I
हा
want.
बिकॉज ते क्रिस लेकने ते बोललेलं ना मला इट वॉज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट फॉर समवन टू से मी दॅट
Yeah.
and of that level. If someone else would have, I would have forgotten it. A person like Chris Lake, who was giving out hits in house music when I was, he's still giving out hits, but like a person like this. And when that Chris Lake thing happened, just after 2 weeks, I sent it to Afrojack,
Oh my.
and
Okay.
his demo stream was like full. So त्याच्या डेमो स्ट्रीम मध्ये अ फॅन सेंट मी अरे सेंट टू अॅफ्रोजॅक आय वॉज लाईक यार तो कसा ऐकणार आहे त्याला केवढे लोक देतात सो आय लाईक लेट्स सेंड अँड ही हर्ड दॅट वॉज माय लक आय प्युअरली अग्री दॅट बट आय वॉज रेडी फॉर दॅट लक है ना I was ready with 5 tracks which one of the same track which Chris like he also liked.
He also.
Now my validation grew. So I think I'm making something really good.
काहीतरी I'm doing right.
A guy who's top 10 DJ in the one of the top 10 DJs in the world is not joking around when he's saying it. Okay, so he liked it so much he referred his producer friends to me to collaborate on that track because that track was missing a vocal, right? And these tracks these guys were Black V-Neck, who are like one of the top guys in house music, killing it. DJs from Miami. So he told like you guys collaborate. Which is such a big thing, right?
Yeah, obviously Afrojack तुला म्हणतो की कोलॅब कर बाबा.
No, but him doing a constructive help to me, right? He's not saying कि I'll promote your track. No. He said कि I know guys who can make your work really shine out.
And out of no motive, I think that's a really great thing की artist out of no motive and when you're at a stage त्याला काही गरज नाही.
Exactly. त्याला काही गरज नाही मला कोणाला जरी भेटून देण्यात ना काय करण्यात. He just told me work with them and things worked out really well with them and me because they added a very nice vocal to that. They kept the track as it is. They mixed it better than me and then we sent it to a bunch of labels and Repopulate Mars signed it.
Nice.
And that is like one of the known labels in house music.
Yeah.
Then I was like now I also know how to work with other people because these are the qualities you need to know to be at a stage like Afrojack and these people. They are not just there because they make, of course they are because they have good music, but they have other qualities also. They know how to work with others. Collaborations. They know their business. They know these things. They know how to perform. So I was like, now I can collaborate well. Because if I started something with someone and it went ahead and got signed, means okay, I know what I'm doing. So then this track gained a lot of attention to me. DJs like Gordo, who's Carnage, so now become Gordo. He played my track. Alok and Bhaskar, the guys, they played my track. Wow. Claude Von Stroke, he played my track. Afrojack also, like I guess somewhere he played the track, but it was on record. So, but yes, he played it. And this was my time. Like, okay, chalo, I'm making good music, like house music. I'm like killing it now. So every label will come to RA, send me music. But that didn't happen. I still, irrespectively, I made a lot of music. But this illusion which I had in my mind that once a big label signs me, this doesn't work. This doesn't work.
Fair enough.
It's your music which will do the talking later on. You'll still have to work much harder after getting signed to a big label. This is not going to work. Label la sign zala asa nahi. Because there are many artists there who are getting signed to bigger labels. Now they're nobodies.
Your music speaks for you eventually.
Music speaks. So it's me who have to do all the work, not the label. Some label won't come to me and do it.
Definitely.
So I made a lot of music which went to like bigger labels. They also considered it, but didn't work out. But at this time, I wasn't putting out music. I was just making music, sending to labels. Making music, sending to labels. Every day, I used to get rejection emails. Every day. It got so repetitive and got so used to it. की सकाळी उठून ओके डेमो इज गुड बट नॉट फॉर अस राईट नाव आय बाहेर झालेलं मला हे की यार नाही आपलं नाही अँड आय स्टार्टेड गेटिंग डिमोटिवेट डे बाय डे आय थॉट दॅट की मे बी I am not by myself. I am not a good artist. Maybe I worked with another artist. That's why I got signed. So
you started questioning yourself.
I started questioning myself. Ki, why is this happening with me? But then there are a couple of tracks which went with good labels, didn't work out. One of such track is Meaned. Okay, so I sampled a performance of a classical
Artist.
artist,
Classical artist.
which was copyright free, which was in Internet Archive,
Okay.
so
Okay.
you can use it. I took that, I did pitch bends, and I got to know that pitch bend is called mead in classical music. So I was like, okay, pitch bend is the basis of like DJing. So let's name it mead and put it out. And I posted it. I was like, chuck it. नाही करायचं labels विबल नाही घेते. I think I'm good at it.
Release independently.
Release, oh, okay, so there are many distribution sites right now, you can just do it. I released it and sent it to DJs with emails I got ki acha hai hala pato hala, and everyone gave good feedback to me. And there's a DJ called Anna Luno. She played it in Apple Radio. She's the official DJ of like, there's a I get Beats XL radio or something, which is like plays
Apple TV radio.
yeah, Apple Music's official dance music's radio.
Oh, got it.
So she plays a weekly podcast something, and she used that track in that.
Wow.
And this was a episode where David Guetta's release was a special highlight of that track.
Wow, that is huge.
And she played, and she also announced, yeah, and next track is coming, and then Kratex meaned. And now that question which I had in my mind, ki I am not good at it, maybe I worked with someone else, that went away.
Vanished.
Ki no, this is not the thing. I am going to, I know what I'm doing. This is the right thing I'm doing. So because of that track, I started getting gigs.
Wow.
Because that track didn't have much streams. Even today it doesn't have much streams. But like, promoters and these people,
They started noticing you.
they started noticing me. Arey, who's this guy? Arey, crazy house track. Crazy what he is doing. So I started getting gigs in good places. Then I got my first headlining gig because of that. I never played a headlining gig ever in my life, but that song made me a headlining gig. And all they did was, for promotions, just post all the reels and just that song in that reel, and they bombarded every day in a week of coming week of that gig. And people started coming just because of that song.
People went mad.
Whoa, this is crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see this artist. And everyone came. So I was like, label is also not important.
They are not.
Label is not going to do wonders to you. If you want to start getting gigs here, you have to put out your music. That's the number one rule. No one is going to listen to your track from your hard drive. Right?
Put it out. I mean,
It has to be out.
major decider of your music works or not, or it doesn't work, is audience.
Yes.
In the end, it's the consumer who will decide ki tuza music चांगला आहे की नाही आहे.
Exactly.
I'm sure the label A&R guys are sitting and they're using their skills, but in the end, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Shit. Like,
Even biggest of the biggest label. Like when I was starting questioning myself, I now started questioning labels. Okay, if Sony and these UMG and what WMG is so big, why isn't every song of Michael Jackson a hit?
fair enough.
Should be, right?
Right.
Considering the fan following of Michael Jackson, considering the connections of these labels,
Yeah.
why is not every song a super hit? No, right? So they also don't have a 100% success rate, not even 10%. So there is no guarantee that your label, if you send a track to a label, is going to do wonders to you. It's a song that is going to do the wonders. So earlier my goal was to get shows, no? My goal wasn't to do a world tour in the beginning. I'll get normal shows. So I started putting out music, and local promoters started getting me, and that started to happen, but still nothing big was happening. Like, okay, chalo, house music artist, this and that. But I was happy with that. Okay, chalo, I'll work more and take this scene higher. But meantime, the one thing which I was ignoring was social media. I wasn't putting much things out on social media. Like I was just putting chalo, this track, and putting nonsense also, meme stuff. I was like, give me attention wala social media. I was putting that thing out. But then a friend of mine, best friend from school, he met me after a lot of days. He was working outside the country, and he asked me, "Ki, अरे बंद केलं का तू music?" because I was doing good at my job
हा.
and he knew it. So he thought I have good music. That hurt me a lot. That one thing. It's not that he purposely did. I wasn't angry with him. I was generally angry that so many years I put myself in doing music. Am I going to quit doing music? Is that going to happen? And I was like, just out of this thing, I will just put something on social media. I want to get this thing out.
त्याला
of my-
दाखवणार आता.
नाही ह्याला नाही दाखवायचं यार काहीतरी टाकूया because as I said I wasn't angry with him.
Right.
It had hurt me generally ki if my close friend thinks about me like this, everyone in the world might be have just declared ki कृणालने बंद केलं म्युझिक बनवायचं.
Right.
They
More
might
than
just go.
people, you yourself, like it is very important what you say to yourself.
And I asked him ना की का असं बोलतो बोलला तुझं काही दिसत नाही सोशल मीडिया म्हणून that's why I asked. So like अच्छा सोशल मीडिया सीन आहे ना I'll put out something. So I went and मी just shift झालेलो for out my new house and there's सगळं असं काय नीट पण नव्हतं. I was a stable laptop काहीतरी बनवायचं म्हणून ठीक आहे and accidentally I took a Marathi track. Accidentally. It wasn't purpose. That it wasn't like complete accident. It was like I was doing this thing called I don't know what to name it. It's like making your own sample library. This is not kicks and snares and drums and drum. No, it's like best parts of all your favorite songs.
Favorite song.
Because even our favorite songs we don't like the entire song. There's one
Certain
part.
parts of it,
So I just chopped all those parts and made like my own sample library.
Nice. Wow.
This is my samples. Like this, let's see what makes me dance. So I just took one of it, and later I realized that more than 50% of the music was Marathi music. I never realized that I like Marathi music more.
Okay.
Like it makes me feel dance and
असं
all.
कधी नाही होतं की आय हॅव टू मेक अ पॉइंट नाही मराठी म्युझिक जाण्याचे यू जस्ट रेझोनेटेड विथ इट
Yeah,
याला मी ग्रूव करतोय म्हणून मी हे म्हणतो
this made me dance.
राईट
है ना? This makes me dance. Naveen Popat makes me dance, bro. I can't deny to this fact. So this was a track I took from a very well-produced album in Marathi history, Jait Re Jait.
ओके
One of the most best. Like I know many people say Pinjra, right? I understand that is also a very nice produce. But if you listen to Jait Re Jait album today, and obviously the movies also is really nice, and what Pandit Hridaynath Mangeshkar has produced Jait Re Jait album, it's so ahead of its time.
ahead of its time.
Like you can release it today and it will become hit. Like it is so ahead of it, and there's a track called Jambol Pikla Zalakali. So I took that sample that came up, and I used that, and I made like a not even a house track. It was I don't know what it was. It was like maybe more dance hall kind of stuff. You know? So I did that and I posted it online. Bas. Nothing I did. Just to make a point कि अरे बाबा करतोय music. सोडलं नाही अजून. And people loved it so much. कि अरे nice. And it was like very less people. 5 to 10 people were commenting on my post. And my friends only. Sorry, crazy, nice, you're nice. So then again, next day I took a Marathi song, like a proper, and I made a house remix. Because I thought like, let's use my other love also, na, house music. Like, let's make that. And this was Yaravji. I love the Yaravji track. Like it's a really nice, I can still groove on it.
Fantastic.
And I made house version of that. And people started liking that. Then I said ki, Ari chalo, social media ki I've got something now. Every week, this is a weekly series of me putting out something. So I started numbering it. Number 1, number 2. I started naming it Weekend Flips. Weekend Marathi Flips.
Series.
1, 2, 3, 4. And this was just me liking to do something. This became like, आवडतं हे करायला यार. हे असं हे नाही की अरे आय एम स्ट्रॅटेजी आहे माझ्याकडे मी हे करेन देन आय विल डू दिस देन नथिंग नो स्ट्रॅटेजी
Like you said, you love the process. That's
I
it.
love making this and people are liking and many of my Marathi friends my workspace colleagues अरे मस्त करतो रे भारी एकदम ते असं नॉस्टॅल्जिया मस्त वाटतं ते मस्त and they I love this because every artist all they crave is someone would come to them and say अरे
Personally,
तुला
जेव्हा ते भेटतं
मस्त
की like,
करतोस.
wow.
This is all what an artist wants,
Definitely.
right? Everyone who makes music in the world, I know money is important, but this is what they are craving for.
की कुठे ना कुठे लोकांसोबत
कोणतरी मला येऊन बोलेल यार चांगलं करतोयस.
कनेक्टिंग.
So I started getting that from this. यार I am liking this, I am doing that. And for as I said, I was doing really good in my job. I got an opportunity to go to Japan.
Okay.
While
For
this
work.
was happening, for work, there was a work event which I was just supposed to go there and just talk to a few people, and then so I decided that I'll also explore Japan, because I am an anime fan. I obviously, like any other kid, Dragon Ball Z and all. So I wanted to go there since my childhood. I wanted to go there someday. So I took my wife also. Ki chalo, let's explore Japan. Because it's nothing to do with music, right? Like obviously there is Japanese music and all that, but music wasn't the thing where I just wanted to explore like what I saw, manga and all that, like so. I went there and I experienced a lot of things, like their discipline and the culture and all that. All was there, but one clear highlight was there's a thing called kintsugi in Japan. It's आता काय बोलू शकतो, मराठीत आपण संस्कार बोलतो. जसं एक छोटा संस्कार आहे, आपण गेलो पाय पडतो, एक संस्कार आहे ना. हे ह्याला आता मी काय सायंटिफिक एक्सप्लेनेशन नाही देत बसणार या गोष्टीचं. सो त्यांच्यात एक संस्कार आहे की रियूज of things.
Reuse the.
Never throw out anything.
Reuse, recycle. Yeah.
Reuse things, because I think maybe it's the Japanese history of like all the.
ते त्यांच्या कल्चर मध्ये इनग्रेन्ड आहे बेसिकली.
No, I think so. It's more because of the war.
War.
They started understanding the importance of something. फेकायचं नाही बा, पैसे दिलेत त्याला. So someone else can use it. थोडंसं रिपेअर करायचं ना, होऊन जाईल. So kintsugi is basically a bowl they say. So आता बाउल पडला, it broke. So you make the reuse thing, recycle thing. You make it with gold. So the recycled thing looks much better than the original form of it. So you're not just reusing it, but you are increasing its value.
Wow.
So I thought, and then I started to realize all this manga and anime, why are they still attached to it? Because anime is it's a derivative of manga, no? Manga वरून anime बनणार, then the culture, then all the merch and everything. So books ला त्यांनी एवढं ब्युटिफुल बनवून टाकलं. त्याने बुक्सला बुक्सच नाही बनवलं, असं नाही बुक्स सेकंड हँड मध्ये सेल केलं नाही. त्याने बुक्सला एक एवढा मोठा फॉर्म दिला, anime, which is a global phenomenon now. So I was like, ki, what I am doing, I'm not just remixing it, I want to enhance the value of that song. है ना? म्हणून I never use covers. I use the original vocal, which is helpful for me because of AI. So
let me connect it here. You use that kintsugi theory into your music. की बाबा जे जुने मराठी गाणे ज्यांना लोक ग्रूव्ह करतात, मी ग्रूव्ह करतो, त्याला एक मॉडर्न टच देऊ दे. And let's come out with this sub-genre called M-House.
Yes.
Wow, that's brilliant.
कारण की I was still making a remix and I was anyways going to make it, but this one trip was very important for me, because making a remix was for me ki I shouldn't destroy the originality of the original song. So I don't want to destroy the originality of it. So I use AI for extracting my vocals.
Okay.
I am very much particular about the output of extraction of. I just don't use any other extraction. Very clean असले पाहिजे. I use a paid service for that. नाही बाबा, फ्री मध्ये भेटू दे.
Disclosing the service.
Yeah, it's called La AI.
La
AI. It's a paid thing and it gets the best vocal extraction out there ever. So I pay money for that. माझं असं नाही, I know there are free available things. But मग ते kintsugiचं नाही येणार. Like treat it very well. Like don't mess around with that. So not just इथून घेतलं EQ. No. Use it very well. Even the house part of it, the house music part of it, I pay justice to house genre. I don't mess around with that. I don't make mashups. Like I'm not nothing against the people who are making mashups. I know people will anyways like it. But I make remix because I have to be used to making songs in general. Because if I start making mashups, I'll be not used to making originals and all these things, na? So I have to make remixes. I have to put efforts. It has to feel like my product. So I started doing that. So this Kintsugi thing, and after when I came to after Japan, because then I started to think about my remixes a lot. की काय पण नाही बनवायचं. Then I was one weekend I was going to make a track. Because of this Japan track I missed 2 weekends. So I was like, अरे काय लोकांना काय फरक पडतो, नाही टाकूया हे weekendला पण, है ना. So I was like, I was making a track, but that wasn't coming out through because now I was more serious about making my remixes. It wasn't coming out, and I didn't work on that remix that day. Then I heard Mamacha Gawala original track which was playing in a church next to my house. Church, yeah. Okay. Because I stay in Virar, so everyone speaks Marathi, and it is a kids song. It's nothing related to religion, you know. See how secular that song is. It's nothing related to religion, bro. Mama cha Gawala, everyone has a mama, irrespective of you, whatever religion you are in. So I was listening to it, and it was constantly in my head that day, and I was like, let's make this track. And I started, because that track had a very childish female voice, so I converted it into a heavy vocal male voice, and I wanted people to dance on that, so I made a small patch of 15. This is my theory. I just make a 15-second snippet and then I put it on social. Then later that I finished the song.
Okay. आधी ट्राय करतो कंटेंट की
काय वाटतं. एनिवेज मी बनवणार आहे ते ना. एनिवेज मी ते बनवणारच आहे. असं नाही की ते लोकांनी काय कमेंट्स
like you give a teaser and then you put out the full track.
So I posted that track and even ते मी बनवतोय मी पण हसतोय की अरे काय बनवतोय यार मी असं. But I was like, this is fun, this is nice. आणि मग people started commenting, sharing, celebrities started sharing that song, people started making reels. I was like, and meanwhile I was still making my weekend flips. And after 4th or 5th, I guess, I realized, let's make originals also.
Okay.
Let's do two things. One is a weekend flip and one is a original Marathi-House thing. And that first track was a Tutari song which I have.
Wow.
The Tutari चा sound जे आहे, it's so Maharashtrian. You know?
तुतारी म्हटल्यावरच महाराष्ट्र असं
मी ऐकलं कुठे, मी युरोपला जरी असलो ना यार, मग तुतारी ऐकला माझं बाय डिफॉल्ट मी माझी बॉडी तिकडे जाईल यार. म्हणजे सो मच पॉवरफुल साऊंड. So let's do this and make a techno track out of it. So I did that. That got appreciated a lot. Tutari and this track. Then at one point, then I started getting shows, smaller shows. And one of my show where I was playing Tutari, that video someone took got viral.
Okay.
Million views. And I was really happy that my first whatever content got viral was an original track. Now I know I can make an original track also. So at one point I merged this Marathi and house. Like I'll make any Marathi house thing, whether it's an original or a remix, and every week I'll post it. And then I started, then I kept this music a bit exclusive. I started my membership. Yeah. Wow. I didn't give out for free. Even today I don't give out for free. You have to subscribe to my membership to get the full track. Otherwise you will get the preview or whatever on YouTube. But so that membership also worked for me because many of my DJ fans, like who are DJs and want my music, they subscribe to it and we want to support you, nice music. And they also felt exclusive because no one else is making this. So that helped me a lot, and I started giving out these remixes, this and that. Then because till then I wasn't getting big shows. I was still, my reels were getting popular and all. My manager, who still manages me, he contacted, his name is Rock, he stays in Kolhapur, and he called me, okay, Cretex, I want to do a show with you, let's see how it works out. And this was in Pune. Pune. Let's do this, let's see how it works out. I'm talking to someone. Well, okay, let's do it. And he had immense belief in me. Like more belief than me myself. I didn't have much confidence ki are show la yaar. Because I knew ki if I do a Bollywood or some kind of a show, people will come. Considering this is a DJ we have seen somewhere, okay, DJ. But saying this is a Marathi house thing and are people going to come? So he had confidence. Yeah, people will come. We'll promote it. You don't worry. And I didn't do much promotion also. I just said कि हाँ पुणे I'm doing my debut, and people started commenting, oh अरे मराठी अरे यार crazy होणार असं तसं. And many DJs had a question also, अरे नाही होणार आहे. मराठी थोडी चालते क्लब मध्ये यार. So mixed emotions even for me. And I went. My friends came there for my moral support. अरे from Mumbai.
कोई नहीं जरी आला तर आम्ही.
My best friend Roshan, he told me, कौन नहीं नाचेगा ना I will dance. You playing for us.
Best kind of friends.
So these still like Roshan, Sumit, and these people are like very close to me. Like my worst times they were there, and my family. So I went there, and it was crazy. Like no one was there. Matlab, when I entered the club, no one was there. But then I was there for like an hour, and then came back, and they knew that I'm going to play right now. Everyone came. Out of nowhere, there were 30 people in front of standing me, expecting I'm to like, वो कौन है हाँ मुझे ऐसा. I was like, मतलब I was very confused at this point. So I didn't start with Marathi. I was still मतलब मराठी I was कसं नाही नाचले तर काय करू असं आहे. So I started playing my time waster these tracks. People are dancing. So I was like कि चलो these guys like house music. So I have nothing to worry about right now. They are going to dance on house music. Then I played this Yarauji and all. Then the crowd went mad. And this time I had like 5 tracks, 5-6 tracks.
Released.
And one track, no.
Achha, unreleased.
Just general Marathi-House tracks, and few of them were released and all. And one of that track, Ashwini Ena, which I made on the way.
On the way.
Yeah. On the way I made. की अरे अश्विनी येणार तर यार म्हणजे ते प्ले करलं जर मराठी चाललं आणि हे प्ले झालं ना people are going to go mad because iconic song. So I played this track, and then one track I was putting out, अरे विंचू चावला, then मामाच्या गावाला. People are getting crazier, and they are increasing also in number. I don't know where they were coming from. Everyone was dancing. मी बघतोय तिथे बार काउंटर, ते बारटेंडर पण नाचतोय. Security guard, everyone over there was dancing. And खूप ते म्हणजे this party is something I won't forget. Like I would get the biggest show in the world, but I won't forget this party.
This memory.
Because this was very crazy, and I was playing, and at one point these songs exhausted na, right? 5-6 tracks are not going to last for a long time. And I was starting to house music. People playing, dancing. And there was Marathi. So Charlie was organizing. I like repeat karu.
Shout out
Charlie, bro. This guy took the risk, like all in.
Yeah.
He told, "Arey, karte." But he was also a bit skeptical. Because everyone was like, मतलब this was like the litmus test वाला ना. So I told Charlie, करू repeat. Because never know ना यार कदी यार DJs don't like यार DJs playing. I repeated all songs 3 times. Still they were dancing. They were like कि तू करत रहा है, like we don't care, we just play these things again and again. We don't have a problem with that. So I really, and they were showing me my reels. A वाला. And त्यातले काही नव्हते बनले. मी नाही पण कसं बोलू, like how would I, because according to them I made that song. So that was really funny, and that was the first time like I got that moment of like people coming, we want a picture with you and all that. So this was something which changed my entire thing.
आणि तुझ्या शोजची एनर्जी मी बघितली. लाईक लास्ट मंथ आय वेंट फॉर वन ऑफ क्रिटिक्स शो इन अँटी सोशल मुंबई, अँड इट वॉज नट्स. लाईक पीपल 70 to 80 people showed up from somewhere, and all of them are wearing this cap. त्याच्यावरती लिहिलेलं आहे की मराठी वाजलंच पाहिजे.
Yes.
So what is this concept की मराठी वाजलंच पाहिजे? What is this going on?
मराठी वाजलंच पाहिजे हे असं, again nothing decided in this. So when this Pune show happened, many DJs त्याचे व्हिडिओज आलेले फॅन्सने काढलेले, आणि मी बोलले हेच टाकूया सोशल मीडियावर. बिकॉज दॅट डे आय डिडंट हॅव अ टीम, व्हिडिओ टीम, नो वन. I was like, people are posting it on stories. I asked them personally, can you send me this video? I'll post it. I posted that videos and they are also happy. अरे माझा व्हिडिओ टाकला. And people from DJs from Pune start texting me, दादा hats off to you. पुणेमध्ये यार तू वाजून दाखवलं मराठी. तर I didn't knew Marathi wasn't allowed and all.
Allowed in clubs. Yeah, generally people don't allow in clubs.
I thought that okay चल या लक्झरी जागेमध्ये कधी मराठी झालं नसेल प्ले किंवा असं. ते बोलले दादा अलाउड नसते मराठी वगैरे असं. आणि मी माझ्या क्लोज फ्रेंड्स ऑल्सो आय आस्क्ड देम की अरे डीजेस की इज दिस द केस. हा ब्रो पीपल डोंट अलाउ मराठी म्युझिक. So I went to a couple of my friends' shows earlier. I say to support them. Well, haven't you seen I play Hindi wala jingat? Why do you think I play that? Because they don't allow Marathi wala jingat. But what the fuck, bro?
They allow Hindi wala.
Well, why is this? Matlab, I was confused. Why is this? It's not like I was angry. I was confused. कि audience तो
सुनने को रेडी.
हाँ, they are asking, they are also telling the DJ ना play this and that. So I told कि भोजपुरी प्ले करतात का ते लोक. हाँ ते करतात, ते लगावली पोस्ट पंजाबी करतात. Bro, this is so then I got worried actually कि then my career is dead because मी तर मराठी बनवतोय and like one club could have taken risk on me, others won't take if this is the scene.
Right.
So angrily I just tweeted, and my Twitter account was also not that big, 500 followers something. Marathi वाजलाच पाहिजे.
Okay.
And I don't know how that tweet got to so many people, retweets on retweets. So I posted it as a story also. Marathi वाजलाच पाहिजे. आणि I took that story also got lot of attention. Then I took and added as a post. Marathi वाजलाच पाहिजे. Nothing else on that. Then that whole post comment section became a complaint section. कि हा we went on this club, we asked Marathi music, आम्हाला play नाही केलं, आम्ही या club मध्ये गेलो. Everyone wanted to say this thing.
You touched a sentiment in people that was never touched.
They wanted to say this thing. God knows from when, and they got someone. अरे यार बरं झालं बोलला बाई एकदाचा तू.
कोणतरी येऊन बोलला आणि did what we want really.
हे पाहिजेच होतं कुठे. and people are taking that club's ID also. If we went to this club and then because then this post, if this post is viral and your ID is over there, your reviews are screwed now.
Right.
Everyone is going to review काय मराठी नाही play करत and all this is going to happen. So I like Marathi अलग है. But then because I am of this ideology of because I come from a design community like UX background ki I know how to build products and all. So I thought a community where people are fighting is not a good community.
Okay.
People shouldn't come here to fight. Fighting shouldn't be a common agenda of you and me. Right? It should be very safe and cool. So I said कि I had to change this. This is not going in the right direction. आंदोलन नाही करायचं आहे भाई.
बरोबर.
उद्या जाऊन कोणी भीतीने नाही बोलला पाहिजे मराठी प्ले कर. This is not right.
Out of willingness व्हायला पाहिजे. That is a revolution.
हाँ. So I instantly, because I'm a designer, I made a T-shirt and this. I set up a store कि मराठी वालाच पाहिजे just T-shirt. Bro, you buy it. It's a merch.
Yeah.
I promoted my merch, bro. It's nothing about. Buy a T-shirt and bas. Then I think so the T-shirt I made a cooler design. अरे मराठी वाजलंच पाहिजे. Cool, it's cool. It's nothing. झेंडा नाही बनवणार की असं. So people then started buying those T-shirts and ते खूप झालं की they started coming to my shows buying the T-shirt. And still today I don't want someone to fight to play Marathi music. I completely don't agree with that thing. See, club owners है ना, simple logic bro. If someone is not playing some music ना, it's not like they don't like it.
It's like they want to cater to a crowd.
Yes. They want to cater to a crowd because they want business, they want to pay rents and all. ते कशाला असं करतील? Like understand the deeper meaning behind that, no? They are here to do business. They're playing certain songs because there are certain type of audience over there coming, and also they want to maintain a vibe. Right. If these people who are getting angry and if they would have run restaurants, they would have also taken the same decision.
Yeah.
Because they want to maintain a vibe. So I made Marathi songs in the vibe of a club. Right? If these people were saying, "Arey Marathi nahi wajat, asं कसं nahi wajat," give me list of 5 songs which can be played in a club apart from my songs.
Right.
चिंगाट चलो 1 song. एक सॉन्ग रात्रभर प्ले करणार
नाही करणार.
नाही ना. दुसरे सॉन्ग आहे बनलेत नाही बनलेत.
Dance.
You are blaming the wrong people, bro.
Right.
This industry is not thinks that making club music and dance music is bad thing. No one has attempted to make club or these kind of music.
Right.
So your anger is going in the wrong direction. जिंगाटिका I know this is a song, but club मध्ये कसं करणार? क्लब मध्ये म्युझिक वेगळं वाजतं की नाही? Club music won't work in Visarjan.
It's more dance.
It won't. People won't dance to it, man. That music is different. BPM is different. Everything is different. That music won't work in club. Na? Vice versa also works, right?
Right.
So why is that not understandable by you people? Punjabi music is working because their artists are working really hard to make modern music.
Modern music. The sound palette they're using is
They make hip hop Punjabi.
R&B Punjabi.
Yeah, even South Indian music, they experiment a lot in like this dubstep and all that. Normal people won't understand all these terms, but they are doing their efforts. This industry is not doing efforts.
Wow.
So I think what I have to do is I have to make a lot of music to sustain for the entire 2-hour set, so that I can deliver a show. I can't just have 4 or 5 songs and
repeatedly again.
I can't do that again
पण
and
एक
again.
स्टिग्मा जो असतो ना तो ब्रेक केला आहे तो की मराठी can be played in clubs
Yeah.
and it can be catered to a elite audience as well.
Yes.
Like
As long as you're true to your genre, no?
genre.
See, recently many people sent me this Boiler Room set, right? Which was playing they were playing classic roadshow songs, right? See, good.
जे anti-social मध्ये
anti-social मध्ये
Right.
Boiler Room thing,
Boiler
which is good. आणि people said, अरे बघ कसं वाचतंय मराठी. ठीक आहे, bro. Good. Why aren't any other shows happening like that? There's a difference, no? One time you'll play, people will be surprised. I know, people will dance also. But how many times is that happening again and again? See, an artist booked in a venue is responsible for a lot of things. Is responsible for the sales. Is responsible for the tickets.
Bar sales, ticket sales, the good experience of
Yeah.
people. Everything is the artist.
Many artists will say, no, we are there for the art. Okay, bro, disagree.
Right.
But come out of your fairy tale land
Right.
and discover the reality. This is the reality.
Right. Come
If
to
you-
terms, basically.
Yeah, so why I make house music and all? Because house music is tried and tested in clubs. It works in clubs. It gets good bar sales. It gets good ticket sales. So that's why I use that. And Marathi music being a special sound, a different sound in house music. Because I want to stand out in a house music gang. Like,
Right.
because house music, to be very honest, house music in like India is like, काय आहे म्हणजे?
Good.
I have been to lot because before doing this house thing, I was going to a lot of. I was एकटाच ticket घेऊन I used to go to these shows.
Just to explore की काय
House techno आणि I was like, bro, you got a stage, bro, and what are you doing? I'm not against any of the music. People are dancing and all, but just people are dancing. Are you going to play like top hundreds? Is that what you're going to do?
Right.
Some other big. It won't take few days for a talented artist to come and screw you.
Replace you. Yeah, you're replaceable. When you're not doing something original, you're replaceable, definitely.
Yeah.
But this is a very nice thing that you're doing. You're mixing house music with Marathi music and old Marathi songs. Now there's a challenge here, right? तू Marathi tracks घेतोय which are signed on major labels.
Yeah.
ते samples use करतोय. How are you clearing samples, or are you getting any problems, or are you facing any problems from the label with respect to copyright and royalty वगैरे?
So I put it on YouTube for commercial uses, some tracks, but they are not on streaming. This is a problem I have faced because I can't put it out on Spotify and these platforms until and unless I'm clearing the samples. Clearing the samples doesn't work for normal artists, independent artists in India.
Yeah, because labels charge bomb.
They charge bomb and no one is able to pay that until and unless you are from a major label.
Right.
Okay, so the only way you can do that is go to the label and say, okay, I made this song, sign it on your label.
Right.
Okay.
ठीक है.
And in that deal, you're not going to get much out of it because you won't get the
Keep
100%.
publishing rights.
Because I think it's fair because it's their song,
Right.
right? You can't demand all out of
Fair
it,
enough.
right? So you made a remix, they would get whatever. But the process of getting these songs online is very slow by these labels. It's not like I go to them, okay, I want to sign this. Some labels are really good. I would give big shout out to Sumit Music.
Okay. Shout out.
What I gave them demo today, tomorrow it was released.
Nice.
This is what the speed of label should be
Right.
in today's day of digital music. You're not releasing it on CDs. This was the speed, and I told them also, bro, matlab, this was the best experience I had with some label. So yeah, I understand big labels have this process, this and that, but this is a digital age where like things just go out overnight. There are I won't take the name of the label. They sent me a scanned copy which I have to sign, again get it couriered to someone.
Okay.
In the age in 2024,
Yeah, right.
where PDF also exists,
Right.
right? I have to like scan a copy and do all this, which is I don't know when they will change.
Nuts, definitely.
Yeah, matlab,
पण कुठेतरी तुझे सोर्सेस ऑफ रेव्हेन्यू आर डिप्लीटिंग कारण तू स्ट्रीमिंग रेव्हेन्यूज मा
yeah,
होऊ शकत नाही आणि पब्लिशिंग राईट्स तुझे
Yeah.
आर सॅक्रिफाईस देअर. सो नाव गोइंग अहेड डू यू प्लॅन ऑन मेकिंग ओरिजिनल मराठी म्युझिक
Yes.
देन फ्लिपिंग इट?
yes.
If yes, what are the kind of artists are you looking forward to?
So I've already started doing this. As I said, Tutari, which I released, that was my first M-House release. But I made the label for the purpose of releasing this music by some means.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like, okay, I'm creating a platform for Marathi artists. Obviously, it is. If you want to work with me, if you want to release your music, you can contact me. But it's I haven't established that in that way. Already released 6 to 7 releases are like, I guess 10 plus releases are there on M-House. My focus right now is collaborating with lot of other Marathi artists who may or may not be working in electronic music. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like Marathi vocalists basically you want to work with.
No, anything I'm
Musicians,
okay with.
musicians.
And Marathi composers, lyricists, anything.
Yeah,
It should have.
Give us some names.
Shreyas is the first like big release I had is Tamdi Chamdi.
Shout out. Bro.
Shout out to Shreyas. He's a Marathi rapper and I discovered him through Instagram and all that. So we had a good vibe. We made a track. We posted. We didn't release it because I was setting up my label. And in this case also I was very particular about choosing the right distributor, not taking any other distributor in this case, because I have to push this music to electronic music of the world. So it has to go on electronic music stores like Beatport,
Right.
Tracksource,
Right.
and in India, and general distributors don't distribute over there. So that was a big minus for me. I have to take those distributors who distribute on Beatport and these kind of platforms. So that took some time, and I took the best distributor in the world. And I was like, okay, I'll take this, and I release. So that's why the Tamdi Zamdi release got some time. But Shreyas was playing it in his shows. I was playing it in my shows. People were sending us the videos. Ki hey song kadi yenar hai. We want this song. We are like, bro, we have to release as soon as we get it. And got really nice response.
For the ones who don't know, Critics and Shreyas just released this track called Tamdi Chamdi,
Yeah.
and you all should go and stream right now. It's very groovy, and I'm sure everybody of you all will love it.
Yeah.
तर अजून कुठले renowned names, vocalists डोक्यात आहे की यांच्यासोबत काम करायचं?
So already I have done a track with Abhijit Pohankar. He is one of the biggest classical keyboard player, maestro, like does classical shows all around the world. I saw one of his videos way before on Zee Marathi, where he used to do electronic versions of Marathi music.
Wow.
There's his album called Anubhuti, or I may wrong on there.
ठीक है.
He has an album.
We'll put a link of it.
Yeah. He had made a live recording. It wasn't a studio album. It was a live album. He made Kevha Tari Pahate electronic version where he was playing live electronic keyboard.
Okay.
And I saw that performance. It was like 2012.
2012.
And then it was posted on YouTube, and then I also watched on YouTube.
Wow.
He contacted me. And I told him that I think because of you, somewhere, I made M-House.
कुठेतरी तो सबकॉन्शियसली रूट आला तुझ्या
हा, बिकॉज ते मी विचार नव्हता केला, अरे हे पण करू शकतो नाही, बट हे आलं. सो ही ब्रो, कुणाल मस्त करतोयस तू, रिअली लाईक, आय हॅव सम ट्रॅक्स, सी व्हॉट यू कॅन डू आउट ऑफ इट. आय मेड सम ट्रॅक्स बॅक इन 2012, बट नो लेबल टूक इट. Marathi tracks. He sent me this track. It was named Priya. It was already composed, but it was very 2000s trance style. And he said, no, I like this track, but I think so what you can do would be better. So I took the track and made like a techno melodic. Ha, but I recomposed also some certain things.
Okay.
I treated it as a flip only.
Okay.
I took the vocal part and just made it. And I sent it back to him. Then he liked it, and because he's a keyboard maestro, he would notice messed up things.
Right.
So he was like, okay, come to my place, we'll work on it, like we'll finish it. Okay, I went to his place. He some chords, I think so I repeated, because electronic music, so in a year chord section should be different, and he live played it. I set up the project immediately. He live played the track, he finished it, and he was so happy ki he wanted to do that, what I am doing right now. But because of the labels scene, this modern, not accepting modern things, didn't work out that time. And because they agreed to his Kevha Tari Pahate one, because it was a cover and people would anyways like it. But this song was a original. So I was like, yes, let's release it. And so I got his name, and Amay Date, who's also a very nice singer, he's sung on this track. So this was one of the great collaborations. Then Ajit is one of the rappers. He did a couple of songs for Bhadipa, and I also met him on the internet, and we made Marathi Vadlas Pahiye anthem song. It's the name of the track, and he said that's the hook. So there are many such artists who haven't made something in electronic, but I know how to do that because I made so many flips. I'm used to this.
Used to the process.
I'm used to the process. So I treat this song also like a flip.
Wow.
You send me a vocal, I'll make something. And so there are many artists like that in the line which I want to work with, and some things are going on. I can't disclose because they are also signed to a label and all that.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I'm keen on working with. So there's a rapper I've been working with. She's an English rapper.
Okay.
But she's Maharashtrian, but she stayed in Canada for a long time. I gave her I can't like reveal completely, but I gave her, okay, you take this hook, Marathi hook, now make anything around it. Okay. English, Hindi, you're free. But don't change the hook.
Okay.
Hook is Marathi. And she made English, this and that, and she was also, because I sent her house rap kind of beat. And she was really happy with that, and we finished the track, and now that track will be out. So let's see how that works. लवकरच होईल. So, but I don't want to reveal anything out of it. I think so it should be very surprising. I can give a hint. It's a very trendy Marathi slang which everyone uses on internet today.
Okay.
Everyone. Like
in the comment section, we're expecting a lot of guesses now.
And people say it to the girls a lot. People ask it to the girls.
Okay.
It's a very
Zeuli's car.
Can be, I don't know.
Oh, nice. You all should guess in the comments now and tag critics. Pretty interesting, bro. Like, कसं तुझी journey झाली, and it's like a catharsis. Like, कसं you got your sound, you looked up to your influences, and they sort of replied back to you. Everything is very interesting in your process. And now, what is the part, like, what is the plan now? की आता काय करायचंय? What do you want to attain now? I know you want to make more music in this stream, but what are your endeavors now? की कुठे पुढे शो करायचे? कसं अल्बम काढायचं? काय करायचं? What are your endeavors?
Albums I am not currently interested.
Okay.
Because असं नाही की I am not I don't like the concept of albums or not. I personally like many other albums, but I'm not interested to do that right now. I'm much interested to do collaborations. Lot of collaborations. I want to work with those artists who are really good, but maybe missing the attention, maybe not getting the right attention that they deserve.
Right.
I want to work with them and make a lot of tracks with them. And in terms of my growth, we are looking a lot for international shows. We are already locked a show in Australia.
Wow,
So Australia,
that's huge.
yeah, it's Australia tour, proper tour, 3 to 4 city tour. We'll be announcing it soon. Also, couple of inquiries from other countries. So we are trying to get it outside India. Also, the main reason for that is house music is global already.
Right.
House music artists are doing shows all around the world right now. So this is a new form of house music, right? When I was discovering house music, I saw that Latin house music is popular right now. How is that just not being played in Latin countries and being played everywhere?
Everywhere, right.
Right? Ulta, there are Latin Grammys. Grammy has separated a section of Latin Grammys.
Even Afro House for that matter.
How is that being played around the world?
Afro House आपल्या क्लब्स मध्ये इंडियामध्ये प्ले होतं. Even though we don't understand those lyrics, we vibe to it.
Yeah.
You never know when Marathi music resonates in Australia or all those countries.
Yeah, you never know. So that's what my goal is, to put it to those audience who may like house music or house music enthusiasts, to put it in front of them. Okay, this is my music. Listen to it. Let me know what you like it or not. Just, not everyone would like it or resonate with it, but I think so. For a music artist, if they surprise their audience, that's the best thing, because surprise the reaction काय असतं, either they love it or hate it. If it's in between, that's the worst part.
A very famous music producer, Rick Rubin, has said this.
Yeah.
Ki if your song has a very mild reaction,
work should divide people.
Yeah, if your song is being liked by everyone, you're doing something.
I have his book all the time in my bag.
Very great artist, and like he calls himself a reducer, not a producer. He to फक्त tracks मधनं reduce.
So great work will always divide people. That's what he says.
Love and hate.
People will if everyone is liking your work, you're playing it very safe. Like even today, I also get haters. I'm like, okay, I think it's a good sign.
कसं घेतो तू हेटला, कसं घेतो? How do you react to it?
So आता तर माझीच ती ही स्टेज चालू आहे. Like very earlier I used to get offended. जेव्हा हेट यायचं ना, offended, अख्खा दिवस बघत बसणार ते, अरे असा कसा बोलला. Then I moved on. Delete सीधा. Then people started noticing that I delete. हा delete करतोय. They started writing that kind of hate. Then I started responding in a bad way to some people. Ki, in certain ways which would insult them. Now is the phase where I started ignoring. Let it be there.
Ignorance is bliss.
I think so. The one thing haters, if there is a competition between the artist and the haters, they would win if you give them attention.
Definitely.
You don't want them to win.
Definitely.
If you want to win, don't give them attention.
Ignore.
Because all they want is attention, right? All they want is attention. Some haters also like follow me. They're following me. I check the profile, he's following me.
Like hate on you, but still comment.
So I think so. They crave attention. They want attention. I know you want attention. I'm not giving it to you. Anything you say to them is giving them. Even deleting the comment is giving attention. You gave attention. You took 2 seconds of your life to work on, to give action to that guy who's like nobody. So that uska purpose solve. He wanted he deleted my comment. बघितली नाही रे ऍटलीस्ट comment. बघितलीच नाही जर मी. So now I'm this phase right now. I think so. I should give attention to the ones who are giving good comments. Because all this time I was just ignoring the ones who are loving me. So what I do, if I come across a good comment, I I respond to that comment. If I get across a good DM who's like saying I love your music, I respond to that. I do the exact opposite. So give attention to the people who are liking you and they deserve your attention.
This sort of also converts to life and philosophy. Ki we don't look at the good parts or good things that are happening to in life. जेव्हा काहीतरी वाईट घडतं किंवा काहीतरी that troubles us, we suddenly jump into anxiety and all of those things. But we don't realize की बाबा माझ्याकडे हे आहे and I should be grateful for that at least.
So what I did was one thing which was few months before. I realized I was also like that. I was also writing shit on other people. Yeah, stupid guy, this and that. What I did was, at least the ones I remember whom I have done for, I wrote them a DM. Long back, I used to write shit comments on your post. I remember that I had written this. But now when I'm on the other side, I have realized how bad that is and how badly that affects your mental health. So I'm extremely sorry if you might have read my comment. I'm extremely sorry for that. And if I can do something to compensate, I will do that. And most 80% of them replied to me.
They have replied to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
That felt actually very much pinching to me. That he read my comment. How bad that guy would have felt for that point. Arey yaar, who's this asshole who's writing me this and that? But most of them, they replied that some replied that I don't even remember. But it's really nice that you told me this, like
took this initiative,
took this decision. But so I think so. This cleared my thing.
It freed you up.
Like,
wow.
Chal Baba, I said this. माझी पण तो चुकी होती ना. I also wrote so much. This is just maybe karma coming back to me. People are also writing same thing to me.
Wow.
Because there was no reason hating those guys, na. Why I was hating them, I also don't know.
And half the time आपण फक्त टाइमपास मध्ये किंवा haters फक्त टाइमपास मध्ये काहीतरी करायचं म्हणून.
I was craving attention, I know na.
Right.
I was craving attention from this guy. आणि मला attention भेटत नाही ह्याच्या comment वर टाकून. Because you see someone comments something bad, other people start liking your comment. Right. They get excited because of that.
अच्छा मेरे को validation मिल रहा है.
देखा I told you.
Fair enough.
Like this.
Bro, I think the best thing about you is कि you are doing something which is true to you.
Yeah.
तू कोणतरी दुसरा व्हायचा प्रयत्न नाही करत आहेस. And
Yeah.
I think that is the main reason why people are resonating with you, because you're coming out of originality and like you're not trying to be someone else. And the kind of philosophy also you have behind making music. I mean, people will be blown away by that Kintsugi philosophy. So, way to go, man. We wish you lots of luck and we want to see you go
Yes.
cross borders like this and take Marathi language and music in general across borders. We
Yes.
wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.